Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Billy and Anthony, S2K guys, back again, ready to ramp to 9K.
Because we got the mods today.
You know what it is. Anthony, what is the mod that we have today?
So today we're going to do a little modification to the clutch Interlock Saftey Switch.
Clutch bypass?
Yeah, the clutch bypass,
Alright.
as you may say.
So Anthony, why don't you tell these guys a little bit about why you might need to do a clutch bypass?
Alright, so just to keep it quick and simple, the reason why we're going to do a clutch bypass is because it reduces wear on the thrust bearings and the washers on the crank, which can lead to potential crankwalk. So with that happens, then you're going to end up with engine failure and engine noises, and you're going to need a motor. So we don't want that happening.
What do you think the tools and the time needed on this thing is going to be?
This is going to be a fairly simple install and simple tools needed. You're just going to need wire strippers and some 14 or 16 gauge wire.
Awesome, awesome. And then as far as how long do you think it's going to take?
I'd say about 15-20 minutes. The longest part is finding the correct sensor to jump.
Got it. So as far as difficulty, we're going to give you guys our rating. We're going to go ahead and rate this DIY 3 out of 10. Not very difficult, but not, the easiest thing in the world either. So yeah, that's how bad it's going to be as far as difficulty goes, but we're going to get some footage of us doing the actual DIY, show you guys, and stay tuned for more. All right.
Hope you like it. Enjoy it. Alright, what's up guys? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the clutch bypass. There's actually two switches that's on the clutch pedal. The first switch, when you're looking up on the clutch pedal, is the clutch position switch, which that pretty much enables you when you're using cruise control and you hit the clutch, that it takes the cruise control off. So that's not the sensor that we're bypassing. Above that sensor, directly above, it's kind of hard to see and get to, is called the clutch interlock safety switch, which is when you push the clutch in, that's when the car will start. Without it pushed in, the car won't start. So pretty much we're going to bypass that, and I'll tell you the reasons why we're doing that later on in the video. But first, let's get down there and access the clutch position switch. Alright, so this is the clutch pedal right here, and this is the clutch position switch I was telling you, which is the first sensor off the clutch pedal. This is the one we're bypassing, and directly above that, it's hard to tell with the wires in the way, but there's another sensor, and it's literally a 2-pin connector, and you want to unplug it, and this is it. This is the clutch interlock safety switch. So what you want to do is, I'm using I think it's a 14 gauge wire, 16 gauge wire, and making a jumper, and you're gonna jump these two terminals with the wire, and then I'm gonna use some electrical tape and tape it to this connector so it doesn't fall out. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this is 16 gauge black stranded wire. And as you can see, I just made a U as a jumper, and you're going to jump the two terminal connectors from that plug. So once I install this into the terminals, then I'm going to use some electrical tape to tape it around the connector just to make sure it doesn't vibrate loose or vibrate off, because once this falls out, then you're not going to be able to start your car. So you want to make sure this is safely secured and electrical tape. And there's other ways you can do it. You can find a terminal to crimp on here and install it so it actually fits snug, but this way will work just fine. So let's get to it. I'll show you what we got. Alright, so we got the wire jump to the connector, as you can see here. So this is the connector. So you literally strip two ends of it and insert them into the prongs of the connector, and this is, as you can see, it's already done, and electrical tape just to make sure that the wire doesn't move, and just tuck it away or zip tie it wherever you can even just let it hang there if you like, but I'm probably going to zip tie it up to something so it's not in the way. And yeah, I was thinking about deep hitting the connector and trying to I guess, solder it on, but it clicked in my head. If it does either, I don't know, somehow get disconnected, I can always just remove the electrical tape, take the jumper wire out, and connect this connector back to the switch, because the switch is still connected to the clutch assembly pedal. So worst case, just, if I'm stranded somewhere and it doesn't start the car, just reconnect it and it should be good to go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We just got this clutch bypass installed. Pretty simple and easy, as you can see in the video as we recorded for you guys. Anthony, how do you think the install went overall?
It went fairly well. It was pretty quick. The hardest part, I must say, is finding the clutch interlock safety switch, which was above the clutch position switch. So it's kind of tucked up under the dash, hidden behind some wires. So that was a little bit of a pain to get the connector off. But once I got the connector off, then pulled it down a little bit and it was right there.
Awesome, awesome. You think overall, I mean, for all the work or whatever we did, the 10 to 15 minutes, you think it was worth it? Do you think it was worth doing it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think, if you're running a aftermarket clutch kit with a heavy duty pressure plate, I definitely think it's worth it in the long run to help, prevent any wear and tear on your engine. So.
Awesome. So I'm definitely gonna be doing this to mine as well.
Yeah, so hope you guys like the little modification of the day. Hope it helps you guys out with doing it to your own cars. So please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please subscribe.
Show some love.
Peace and love. Thank you so much,
guys. On the next one, and